referring to an empty nest is when parents or caregivers feel grief or sadness when their children move out of their home. And with graduations happening soon, many parents may be dealing with this realization that they may soon have an empty nest. Dr. Cutitta, pediatric psychologist with Texas Children's Hospital, is joining us now to really have this conversation and, some advice to get us through it. But first, doctor, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so what is, an empty nest, situation like? It's when the kids either go to college or they just leave, the home altogether.
Yes.
Right?
Very timely conversation to have at the end of the school year when kids are flying the nest,
Yeah.
right? We've given them strong roots, and now it's their turn to leave and go on to do great things.
Yeah, and it isn't the saying is if you did a good job, your kids may not necessarily need you all the time if you did a good job as a parent.
Right. Part of this is recognizing this is kind of the fruits of your labor.
Yeah.
You've done a great job at raising a human for 18 years or however many years, and you get to see them flourish.
Yeah. Okay. So what advice do you have for parents that, may be going through this situation and that are having a really hard time? Because I'm sure the sadness, it will be there for a while.
Yeah. The first step is just to accept and acknowledge your feelings, whether it's sadness, worry about your adult child, whatever it may be, just acknowledge that that's there and give yourself grace and time.
What about it's okay to feel sad? It's okay to feel those feelings, right? It's okay to go in their room and hold on to their clothes and look at baby books.
Absolutely. Your feelings are valid, and they might be with you for a little while. It's okay. Give them some time.
What would you say are some specific coping strategies that parents could do?
I would say the first is to make a loose plan. Collaborate with your adult child about how you're going to stay in touch, what that might look like. Texting, phone calls, video chat, how frequently each party is okay with, and maybe come to a common ground decision.
Yeah, because at this point too, it's if the kids are going off to college, they obviously want their independence, right? They're physically out of the home, so I'm not going to text you, Mom, all the time. It might be a little bit of a pushback. What do you say to parents who encounter that as well?
Yeah, so talking about boundaries, healthy boundaries are good. Good fences make good neighbors, I always say. So talking about those things ahead of time can help keep surprises at bay.
What about other family members? How could they also be impacted by your feelings as a parent?
Siblings are going through this as well. Spouses are going through this as well. So kind of pulling in your whole family and making the next plans about communication, future visits, those kinds of things.
What are some signs that maybe parents might be feeling or going through that is showing they may not be coping really well?
Absolutely. If you start to notice that worry or sadness is getting in the way of having fun, doing your job at work, or any of the other roles that you play on a day-to-day basis, that might be a sign to seek professional support.
Yeah. And it's never, you don't have to be worried or ashamed to reach out for help. That's always a good idea, even if you just want to check, right? You just want to check in with someone.
Absolutely. So mental health is health. When we have a sprained ankle, a broken arm, we go to the doctor, right? We seek that support, and mental health is health. And so the same can be said if we're having a difficult time, reach out for a higher level of care.
All right. Doctor, if folks are interested in maybe getting more information, reaching out to you, where can they find you?
Yeah, so Texas Children's is a great resource for kids and families for mental health support and other things. So that's where I am.
All right, doctor, thank you so much for joining us.
Great. Thank you for having me.